Hello and welcome back to this week's episode of Talking Freight, the weekly freight series brought to you by Ceresys, a 3PL specializing in transportation management, technology, and services. Now the key word in that phrase is technology. We're in the middle of a lengthy transportation management system series. Now, in the first episode, we talked about all the questions that you should ask as you're putting together your shortlist of TMS providers. In the next few videos, we then talked about what questions you should ask the people on your shortlist and what features you should expect to see in a transportation management system as you figure out and select which one is best for you. Now that it's time for you to make that selection, these next two videos in the TMS series of Talking Freight will focus on how to maximize and get the greatest ROI from your transportation management system. Now, in today's episode, we're going to talk about the 4 categories that a TMS provider should be thinking about, and you should be thinking about as a shipper as well, when it comes to integrating your TMS into any of your other technology platforms, such as an ERP or an MRP, or maybe a WMS, like a warehouse management system. So when it comes to supply chain technology, human civilization once viewed the supply chain as a simple, easy to understand process. One person provided a resource, such as steel, to another group of people, who then sent along the items to the final person in the chain. However, shippers took a drastic step forward, and billions of people today are involved in obtaining goods, which equates to millions of businesses of all sizes. Yet, shipping remains similar to archaic supply chain practices until the advent of the digital age and the transportation management system. The greatest concern for businesses is their ability to obtain a high return on investment, or ROI, especially in the last step of business, shipping. Now, third-party logistics providers, or 3PL, have worked to help and encourage efficiency within the shipping process through the use of a transportation management system, or TMS. Now recall that many 3PLs do provide a TMS for business applications. Ultimately, 3PLs are typically responsible for the integration of a TMS into an existing or a new business technology platform, such as that ERP. However, business owners or operators also have a duty to ensure optimal integration by opening up their books and being a partner to the 3PL who is helping them in that TMS integration. And according to Software Advice, an organization that matches supply chain software buyers with vendors, small businesses are willing to spend up to $30,000 with a TMS provider for the successful integration of a TMS. This represents a sampling of about 200 business owner responses, 100 or half of which were small to medium-sized businesses, and the other half more enterprise and large businesses. Business owners must answer the following questions to determine if integration with a 3PL TMS provider is available. The first, how will TMS integration improve ROI for my business? Will my current OE, MRP, ERP, or other database systems allow for integration? What shipping locations or carriers will be involved in the integration? Will my current TMS be replaced or merely upgraded by new TMS integration? How much money will be required to obtain a new TMS? Can I easily access my company data without involving outside IT experts? And finally, how quickly do I need to complete integration? Now, we have now answered your questions, and it's time for you to consider the questions for every aspect of your business before considering TMS integration. Ultimately, TMS system integration is the process of combining your existing systems and business practices with an automatic, and in most cases, TMS system provider to promote your continued growth and development of your business. The issues surrounding TMS system integration are easily confusing, and too much time spent on how it works can result in turmoil or abandonment of the desire to integrate and even lost customers due to rising customer expectations. For example, a package becomes lost due to a driver error, which results in an angry customer and lost money on your part. If you do already guarantee a refund. To help you navigate how integration works, we've organized it into the following 4 categories: consultation, evaluation, implementation, and performance evaluation. So let's first tackle consultation. Now, when you begin planning for the integration of a TMS, you need to do some homework about the planned system integration. However, you are not left to your own devices of scouring the internet or calling a frenemy business partner or competitor for advice. The consultation is the period in which you reach out to a TMS provider, such as Ceresys, who will then request all of your information regarding your current systems. In fact, in the description of this video, you can download the brief consultation questionnaire. If you're unsure about an answer, provide any information that you feel is relevant to the question. Now on to the evaluation stage. Once you have completed the questionnaire, you enter the evaluation stage of TMS integration. Evaluation refers to the time period in which the TMS provider will review your current systems and determine how your current systems will fare when combined with the web-based TMS. By isolating potential problems in your current system, you can gain a comprehensive view into what must be done to fully integrate your systems. Now, let's talk about implementation of the TMS and integration project. Once approved by the TMS provider and your team, if you are using a provider with a customer service-based approach, you will begin the process of integration. This could be as simple as installing TMS software to your business computer or accessing via a simple username and login on the web, like our TMS. Or it may be as complex as a system-wide reboot of your database. As more businesses make the decision to engage in such integration, the integration and implementation efforts to complete the process will be less of a hassle and reflect a positive return on investment more quickly. Now to performance evaluation. Performance evaluation is the step in which you begin using the new TMS. This is simply to help you identify any key issues you would like to address, such as the use of barcodes or RFID or radio frequency identification, which is quickly becoming the most sought-after aspect of TMS integration. When the shipping industry's potential for expansive capital gains or losses due to efficiency versus inefficiency issues, lacking a TMS system can mean the difference between success and getting by. 21% of large businesses and 9% of small businesses are using a system from a TMS provider to boost their ROI. Rather than thinking about it as a numbers game, think of it as a group of 10 businesses. Do you want to be number 1 or 2 in line, or would you rather fall somewhere behind? Integration into transportation management systems is a partnership where all parties win. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Talking Freight. Make sure you tune in next week as we continue our TMS series. And, as always, make sure you subscribe to Talking Freight so you don't miss a single educational episode around mastering freight, logistics, and all things supply chain. Make sure you follow us on social media, and we'd love to chat with you there. We put out a lot of great information to help you become a shipper of choice. That's it for this week's episode of Talking Freight. We hope you join us next week, and have a great weekend.